Chapter 153, Romance. Outside the hospital room, a woman in a dark blue coat was peering inside. Ava curved her lips and stopped one step away from Grace. "Grace, are you here to see Adrian?" She held a thermos in both hands, smiling at Grace. Grace's cheeks flushed with heat as shame washed over her. "Adrian should be awake right now. Why aren't you going in?" Ava asked with feigned confusion. Grace's mouth hung slightly open, momentarily speechless. A gleam of mischief flashed in Ava's eyes. She walked to Grace's side and very considerately pushed her inside. "Adrian, Grace came to see you." Ava gripped Grace's arm, looking radiantly at Adrian propped up in the hospital bed. The joy in Adrian's brow faded when he saw Grace. He glanced at Ava. Helplessness flashed briefly in his eyes. "Why did you come?" Adrian's tone was flat, tinged with coldness. The heavy stone in Grace's heart finally settled when she saw Adrian was fine, but looking at his cold demeanor, she couldn't help feeling sad. "Ava thought I came to see you and pushed me in." Grace pressed her lips together. Her cool voice held no emotion. Ava was taken aback hearing this. Grace had grown. Ava walked to the bedside with a smile, placing the thermos on the nightstand. "Adrian, Grace came specially to see you. Don't be so cold. You'll make her sad." "I won't be sad." Grace wanted to turn and leave, but her feet seemed nailed to the floor. She watched Ava pour soup from the thermos into a bowl, then coax Adrian to drink it. The faint scent of medicinal herbs mixed with chicken soup wafted through the room. Adrian clearly disliked the taste, his brow furrowing into a straight line as he swallowed. But whenever Ava pouted, Adrian would endure his distaste and continue drinking. Grace felt her presence today was an absolute joke. She told herself countless times in her mind. They were over. Adrian was married. She didn't know why she'd still come to the hospital today. Right now, her heart felt like a huge lemon, smashed open, crushed, the sourness spreading through her entire being. Grace suppressed the sting in her eyes and rushed out the door. "Grace, why are you leaving?" Ava's insincere voice came from behind. Grace only wanted to escape this place. She slammed the door heavily and walked toward the hospital exit. Walking too hastily without watching where she was going, she was knocked directly to the ground. Sorry. Are you all right?" Grace looked up, scalding tears sliding from her eyes. Through her tear-filled vision, she couldn't see the person's face clearly. She could only see those beautiful blue eyes like gemstones. "Adrian, why do you think Grace just left?" Ava sighed with a hint of regret. She hadn't even deployed her full arsenal yet. How boring that she'd left. "I'm not a worm in her stomach. How would I know?" Adrian frowned as he drank the chicken soup Ava fed him. "Adrian, your charm is too great. Even though you're married, Grace still can't forget you." Ava grinned sarcastically. "What a pity." Adrian hooked Ava's hand. "My charm is only displayed for you. Too bad Adrian can only lie in bed right now and can't exert your charm on me." Ava lifted her chin defiantly. Her gaze swept over Adrian. "I can't, but you can." Adrian scratched Ava's palm, like a feather, lightly brushing by. An itch rose in Ava's chest. "What if I break you?" Ava blinked, her tone utterly innocent, but her eyes held thick provocation. "Try it and find out." Ava placed the bowl back on the nightstand. Eagerness flickered in her eyes. She'd never bullied a patient before. It was indeed quite novel. Ava smiled and cupped Adrian's face, kissing him. "Adrian, do you remember when we used to play house? You always liked playing the doctor, and I was always the patient." Adrian's Adam's apple bobbed, his voice taking on a hoarse quality. I remember," Ava said playfully. "Today it's my turn to be the doctor and give Adrian his injection." The day Adrian was discharged coincided with New Year's Eve. Ava and Adrian stopped by the orphanage to pick up Lily. She'd spoken with the director. Lily would stay at her place for the next few days over the holiday. After the new year, she'd send her back. When they arrived home, Ms. Lynn and Mrs. Quinn had already prepared the meal, just waiting for them to return before eating. The moment the door opened, a cat and dog came rushing over. Not having seen Ava in a long time, Seven kept whimpering at her feet, as if suffering tremendous grievance. Ava petted Seven's head before going to change her shoes. "Dumpling, come here." After changing her shoes, Lily called Dumpling inside as she walked in. It wasn't that she didn't want to call Seven. That dog was biased, ignoring everyone else and only listening to Ava. Why is your dog so clingy? Adrian bent down, resting his chin on Ava's shoulder from behind. My charm is too great. Ava nodded seriously. She thought to herself, Seven probably took after his father, Owen. After breaking up with Owen, her subsequent boyfriends were never liked by Seven. Even when they tried to please him, Seven remained completely aloof in their presence, only clinging to her. Now it was the same with Adrian. Though he'd lived here for so long, every time he saw Adrian, he'd raise his chin arrogantly. Very haughty. Who gave him to you? Adrian said flatly. Ava's heart skipped a beat. Did Adrian know that Owen had given her the dog? A friend? Ava tried to brush it off casually, but Adrian insisted on asking which friend. How could she dare say? He'd just been discharged. The doctor said he shouldn't receive major shocks and needed proper rest for a while. A friend from when I was abroad. You don't know them. Your sister's boyfriend? Cough, cough, cough. Ava choked on her saliva and coughed violently. Adrian's large hand gently patted her back. What's the rush? I'm not going to eat you. Ava thought to herself, you will, you absolutely will. Last time at the hospital, once that gate opened, it had hardly stopped since. Later, she'd started to wonder whether the patient was actually Adrian or herself. Let's go eat. Ava pulled down Adrian's hand from her back, instead holding it in hers, leading him toward the living room. Mrs. Quinn, I told you they definitely went to secretly hold hands. Seeing the two walk in hand, Lily leaned close to Mrs. Quinn, whispering in her ear. On the way back, she'd sat between them. Uncle Pierce had wanted to hold hands, but Aunt Ava wouldn't let him. So after arriving home, she'd very tactfully entered the living room first.